Thanks again, everybody, for coming this evening and celebrating this special event. This is our third Hall of Fame event that we've had at Skutt Catholic. So feel very honored that you're one of the first inductees of this prestigious group. We hold this event every 2 years. We don't do this every year, and we try to have an every 2-year event, and it's a special event, and all of you here are welcomed to this great evening to celebrate. Tonight is a special night as we honor some of the greatest people in Skutt Catholic's history and enshrine them in the Skutt Catholic Hall of Fame. The Hall of Fame plaque is located out in the new Pullman lobby. So when you come in the main doors over to if you take a right, it's right there. And then during spring break, we're installing what's called a digital trophy case. And that digital trophy case will be a touchscreen device where you'll be able to click on your year, pull up your picture, look at some of the highlights, etc. So that will be installed right next to the Hall of Fame board that's out there to give a little bit more of an honor to the amazing accomplishments here at Skutt Catholic. Skutt Catholic Hall of Fame honors individuals, teams, and groups who have contributed to our rich tradition of excellence. Seeking recipients from all areas of the school, members of this group have helped define and advance our institution and its mission. Recipients of the Hall of Fame Award are exemplars of exceptional accomplishments and service, and thereby setting this high standard for the current Skutt Catholic students. At this time, I'd like to thank and introduce the Hall of Fame Selection Committee. They're not all here this evening, but if they're here, please stand up. These 9 individuals have done a tremendous job reviewing the nominations we received. Principal Rob Myers, School Counseling Director Kristen Reeves, unable to be here. Activities Director Don Kasner, unable to be here. Male Sports Representative Coach Matt Turman. Female Sports Representative Coach Keith Engelkamp is not able to be here tonight. Fine Arts Representative Mr. Chris Storm is competing in Des Moines, so he is not here. Our Alumni Representative Amy Sauser is here tonight. And Director of Alumni Relations, Mr. Steve Carroll. So it wasn't just one person picking these. Sorry if you tried to stuff the ballot here, but there was a committee, and it's great seeing those nominations come in from people from all over the country and kind of the things that they say about these groups. As I thought of what to say tonight, I could have said a lot of nice jokes and kind of talked a little bit about stories, but I always get drawn back to something that Monsignor Gilg instilled in me back in 2004 when I came to Skutt Catholic, and that's the legend of the Skyhawk. And the people before he denied are legends. As I read through the legend of the Skyhawk, I knew this to be true as I could plug each one of them into this message. Marie Williamson is a caring, loving visionary who helped get the school off the ground and today enjoys that our school and students soar by living our Make a Difference mission. Marie was a messenger calling others in the community to become Skyhawk students in our new West Omaha High School. When she began, she had no idea that how each student she enrolled would turn out and reach the highest potential as they grew closer to God. Now as alumni, leaders in the community, and people who have started the second generation of Skyhawks with growing families, she sees the fruits of those early seeds that she planted. Mr. Jim Manginelli wanted others to have the wisdom of learning, self-discipline, and concern for others. He helped others become leaders and protectors as he instilled the first service program at Skutt Catholic. Jim used a powerful sense of humility and justice to guide his actions. He led the theology department and helped students grow closer to God. Jim instilled a servant mindset through prudent use of intellect, will, and emotion for the benefit of others. While non-predatory, Casey Cole was a fierce but honorable competitor. Those who stepped on the line against Casey knew that they were up against a foe that was rarely defeated. He had skill and moves rarely seen in Nebraska, with the ability to win graciously, yet lose a contest with dignity. But let's be honest here, he only lost one match in high school. The one match was the first weekend of his career, so he didn't lose too often. Mamie Conroy made anything she played look like a thing of beauty. She used her natural, God-given resources and dominated whichever sport she competed in. Mamie was most dominant on the beautiful green soccer field. She was dominant in her symbolic green color, representing the hope that all creatures will be good stewards of the abundant gifts God has given us. Mamie truly used the gifts God gave her and did so with her trademark smile and so much love in her heart. The Skutt Catholic color black was represented during the 2005 home football games. During the team's undefeated season to capture the first football state title, there are currently 5 in program history. Black is a presence of all colors. And if you knew this group well, they had a little bit of everything. Size, speed, strength, talent, and the ability to have fun. They were fun, goofy, and played a lot of jokes on each other. The coaches became creative with their drills, conditioning, etc., because of the creative nature of this group. This group signified that the Skyhawk embraces the diversity of all persons and strives towards the goal of unity and respect for the game and for others. Inductees, you will always be remembered for a group that started a run of sports dynasties, the genesis for Hawktober, and other Skyhawk traditions, and doing things the right way by putting others before yourself. You created a belief that anything could be done. You believe Skutt Catholic is the best place on earth and the best place to have a young man or woman formed and educated during the most formative years of their life. Without the foundation, discipline, and competitive drive you instilled in the Skyhawk community, who knows where we'd be as we prepare to enter our 30th year of forming and educating young men and women to become Christian leaders who empower others, promote justice, and initiate change. Congratulations to everybody tonight for your nomination and being honored. And at this time, I will introduce each person individually and then the team at the end. Last but not least, our final award recipient is the 2005 football team. In the fall of 2002, Matt Turman took over as head football coach at Skutt Catholic with a freshman group that looked to build a program and create a tradition of excellence. 4 years later, on November 19, 2005, history was made when the Skyhawks capped an undefeated season and won the Class B 2005 football title with a dramatic win over the Cook Bison 6-0. The undefeated season in 2005 matched the 2002 freshman undefeated season by members of the senior class and set the tone for the tremendous tradition of the Skutt Catholic football program. All state members of this team were Alex Anderson, Waylon Latham, Andy McNeil, and Ryan Patera. They were also the captains of the 2005 team. At this time, Coach Turman is going to say a few words about the 2005 football team. So congratulations to the 2005 team. After Coach Turman speaks, I'll let him go sit down, and then we're going to call everybody up because we have a special award for each one of you.
Well, thank you. I'm not much of a speaker either, Casey, so bear with me as we go. First of all, I'd like to just say congrats to all the players here, all my former players. I think it's good that you're getting in for your football team because, like Jim Mangiamelli said, it's not just football or just sports or athletics and stuff. And most of you will probably have to wait quite a bit longer for your academic. But wow, I mean, it's pretty crazy. It really is. So there's so many people to thank Monsignor Gill, I have to thank you first of all. I remember interviewing here, and I had just been a head coach for 1 year, and you put some faith in me to come in and take over the football program. I remember in the interviews, you asked me what was your vision for Scott Catholic football, and I said to win a state title. And took 4 years, but we got it done with this group of young men right here. I don't think probably Jeremy's going to get enough recognition for his role in it also, because I know he took this group of young men and kind of changed their attitude in the weight room and in the conditioning part of things, and really kind of jump-started the program in that direction also. I have to thank my coaches. I know a few of them are here tonight. Greg Duscott, Dan Krotzel, B.T. Krotzel, and I know Scott Lane and Bud Mushrooms aren't here. I was lucky enough to surround myself with some great people, and when that happens, great things happen, and that's kind of what happened with this team. I know the players all remember, we were about your age, or maybe even a little younger, right, when we were coaching you. And we had a bunch of little kids running around, screaming and yelling. Coach Krotzel drive his minivan out to the field, and his boys would be in there honking the horn during practice and conditioning. And I would walk around with a baby carriage thing on my arm during practice, and my boys would run around, and you'd try, and I'd be scared to death that you guys would trample at some point. But that was just part of life, and that was what we had to do. And so the other person I have to thank in that regard is my wife. In 2005, we had our second child. And we didn't plan it very well because he was born on October 1st, which was right in the middle of football season. Luckily, she was in med school at the time, and residency at the time, and she could pick an inducement date, and bless her heart, she picked a Saturday, because I was really worried about missing a game on Friday night. So, but Ben was born on October 1st, and one of my favorite pictures was at Memorial Stadium later that year. My wife was there, and she had him as a newborn, 6 weeks old or so, sitting up in the press box. But she came down for pictures afterwards, and he's all bundled up as a six-week-old baby at the state championship game. That's something I'll never forget. I know there's some parents here too, and I have to thank you. This school is blessed with great parents that support not only their kids, but the coaches and all the programs here. So really, we couldn't do it without all the parent help either, to support the time, the commitments, everything else that they put in. So thank all the parents too. And I know I told you this before, probably when you were playing, but when you get a chance, thank your parents again, right? So tell them thank you again. So just looking at the team, guys, it's hard to believe that when I came here, and I know the coaches would say the same thing, our first year we were 3-6, and I'm sure Monsignor Gill was thinking, ooh, maybe this isn't a great idea. You know, and if you would have asked Coach Duscott or either Coach Krotzel's there that in 3 years' time you're going to win a state title, I think we always said, not going to happen. But one of the things that we decided to do was we had this little motto when the season started, when the program was when we got here, and it was called Build a Program and Create a Tradition. That's what we were trying to do, build a program and create a tradition. And you guys started doing that your freshman year when you went undefeated. Even though the varsity team that year was 3-6, you guys went undefeated. The next year we were 7-4 and made it to the second round of the playoffs. The year after that we were 7-4 and made it to the second round of the playoffs. And at one of those games we were out playing at Elkhorn and we beat them in overtime. And I think that was kind of the turning point in which it started to see that the players in the program started to believe, hey, we have a chance to do something great. We have a chance to win every game we're on the field. And then their senior year, lo and behold, even though we had to get through a lot of crazy times, because it's kind of a crazy group of young men over there, you know, from eating chili pregame 5 minutes before the kickoff to the antics in the locker room. We have figured out now that pasta feeds are better done here at school than at parents' houses or players' houses. They had found a way to go undefeated. And in typical fashion, and just like the season was, it kind of ended with a culminating play where we had to shove somebody out of bounds at the 3-yard line, I think, right at the end of the game, and win the game 6-0. And I was a little concerned in this Class A final this year that we were going to lose the lowest scoring state championship game of all time. But Gretna and Westside ended up scoring a touchdown right at the end to get over the 6 points. So the 6-0 score is still the lowest scoring state championship game in all of Nebraska football history. To end it all, I just want to say thank you to the young men in this room. You really did set the foundation. And we talked about building a program and creating a tradition. And the foundation that you set in 2005 is really something I think that we have built upon in the years since. And so I just want to say thank you for setting that standard and helping set a tradition of Scott Catholic football that is now one of the best football programs in the state. So thank you very much, guys.
To make you guys feel really old, that little 6-week-old baby that Coach Sherman had started 4 games for us this year as a sophomore. So at this time, I'd like to call members of the 2005 football team that are here tonight up. I need help from Mr. Steve Carroll, but the members that are here are going to get a Hall of Fame medal. And we've been blessed that a lot are around Nebraska and able to come, but some are out of state and unable to be here. They will also be sent their medal after today. So first, we'll go in alphabetical order. Alex Anderson. You'll stay up here for a picture. Next, Brandon Botel. I feel like we should get like something to run through just real quick. Eric Brulette. Corey Cable. Oh, Tim's not on the list. He made the list. Tim Banky. I apologize, Tim. We thought you might still be eating or something. Blame Steve. Brian Finicaro. Brian Iwanski. Brandon Kraus. Brandon, members of your team voted for you to speak tonight. Okay, you declined. Okay. Tim Lakovic. Bob Lakovic. Waylon Latham. Andy McNeil. Ryan Patera. Frank Seaman. Robbie Thielen. Nick Zahn. Tim, did I forget anybody? I got everybody? Okay, good. That coach is next. Defensive coordinator, Coach Gary Duscott. Secondary receiver coach, BT Kratzel. I'll move this so we can all get up front. Offensive line coach, Dan Kratzel. And head coach, Matt Turman.
Strength and